Welcome all you +2 common modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to Roach Prophets. TV's Noah here. Water today. And we've been trying to work on this this puzzle, this word search for a while now. And it got to the point where I didn't know why I wasn't successfully able to do anything. Like, I really thought, like, I should be able to have figured this out by now. And now I found out what the problem was. I posted it on my socials. It was like, hey, does anyone know what this last word is? And a few people tried to tell me it was algae, which is hiding right here, that doesn't do anything. A couple people were saying like cut and stuff like that. And someone even said toot, which is the thing that I kept like staring at. It was like, oh, look, it's this toot. And I made jokes about toot I don't know how many times. Guess what? Well, first off, this needs to be less occupant so we can look at this. Boom. If I had just stuck with my toot, I would see that this says toothpaste. So there's the 8th word, toothpaste. So I went here and I entered toothpaste. There it is. There's all of it. Toothpaste, toothbrush, and a bunch more pieces. So like I said, I believe that there are 8 pages, and I can cut these out and do some arts and crafts. But guess what? I've done the arts and crafts already. I've cut these into some pages. The issue, you may notice, is each one of these pages have these large, like, blank sections. Here, let me go full screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Boom. I got these large things of blocks, and I have some more over to the side that I didn't have time to tape together. But it seems like every page is missing at least one piece. I think there are more than 8 pages, which I know goes against the whole octagon things in 8s thing. But it's just what I have doesn't make sense. So I think what we need to do is continue to stare at the word search while I go through what's here. What I have noticed, and we're going to go, before I read these pages, we're going to go through the website slightly, because there's something sus that I've kind of put together here. So, ignition was an answer. Ignition was an answer. I had ignition on the last stream, but I forgot to put it in the picture I posted. Toothpaste was the winning answer. So let's go ahead and, if you check out Roach Prophets, let's just go to straight up roachprophets.net again. I feel like this is new. I don't remember the whole give us your email thing. +2commongaming@gmail.com. Bink. Bonk. See if anything happens with that. Know your truth. Know your truth. Okay. Receive, or no, I want to go to the staff. So there are 8 Roach Prophets. Oxygen, Section, Neptune, Quiver, Gale, Banquo, Beatrude, and Nineball. I think Neptune's the 8th planet. Is it? Yeah, Neptune's the 8th planet. I feel like each one of these also has something to do with 8. But each one of these Roach Prophets will give you a fortune. Each one of the Roach Prophets kind of has their own thing. One is always about harming others. One is always about eating something gross. One is always about questioning reality, things like that. It seems like each page kind of goes along with each one of those things. So I tried to put these together as best as I can. And like I said, each one of these is missing something. So I'm going to try to read this in what I believe to be the best order. But I believe that all of these were written, or this was filled out by intern. That is my current theory. I'm going to leave up the word search in case somebody comes in and goes, hey, you missed a word, while I read through these. So I'm also going to have to censor some words here. So I hope you guys understand. But the first one, it's dated 5/25/22. And I know you know what? I think this is what's killing the stream is photopea. So let me go back to chicken egg, and you guys can look at the word search there, because I think that makes the screen run a little bit better. But everything is labeled 5/25/22. And I kept saying, like, oh my god, this puzzle's been available for 2 years. I don't know if that's necessarily true. That's just when these were filled out. Doesn't mean that's when it went live on the website. In any case, the first one, these all seem to be photocopies as well, which is kind of important because there are a few other images that look like a scanner or a photocopier were used. And this one's particularly blurry. But this is the Columbia Unalive Severity Rating Scale. Which actually, can I just Google that? Maybe I'll be able to get a clearer view of what these documents look like. Columbia Unalive Severity Rating Scale. Is this the documents? Ooh, these are very similar. I don't think it's the exact one, though. It's only 4 pages, though. In any case, I'm going to try to read through this now, and I'll put up the word search. You sent... Did you? I don't remember that, Jay. I apologize. So it says the instructions are to check all risk and protective factors that apply to be completed following the patient's interview, review medical, and then it gets real blurry and hard to read. Okay? But things that I see that are checked, I believe you, Jay, I just don't remember, are aborted attempt, wishing to be dead, unalive thoughts with method but without specific plan enacted, unalive intent without a plan, unalive intent with a plan, recent loss of a significant or negative event not checked, pending incarceration or homelessness not checked, currently or pending isolation or feeling alone checked. So intern was alone with the Roach Prophets for like a really long time, so that makes sense. Treatment history, yes, previous psychiatric diagnostics and treatment, yes, hopelessness or dissatisfied with treatment, yes, non-compliant with treatment, no to not receiving treatment. Okay, so intern has had other feelings. Yes to feeling hopeless, yes to feeling helpless. And then yes to agitation or severe anxiety. Yes to perceived as a burden to families or others. Interesting. Family or history of unalive? Yes. So perhaps there's actually a relation to Graham. I know that intern talks to Graham Kane's sister. And she says something like, I'm so sorry this is happening. This is happening to you again. I can't believe this is happening again. So it's kind of implying that whatever happened to Graham is now happening to intern. Yes to fear of death or dying due to pain and suffering. There's one that's redacted for some reason. And then just before it gets cut off and I'm missing pieces, it says other protective factors. Clients ate large pet bugs. So this has to be intern, because intern works for the Roach Prophets. The Octagon. And then we got more of a questionnaire here. Question 1, pretty much impossible to read. Let me actually compare it to these questions here. Question 2 is, in the past 2 weeks, have you been less interested in most things? Less able to enjoy the things that you used to enjoy? That is not what this says. No. Kind of. Alright, I'm just going to read what I have, because maybe it's just an independent thing. In the last 2 weeks, have you been less interested in most things, less able to enjoy the things you used to be able to enjoy? Yes. Have you felt sad, low, depressed most of the time for the last 2 years? Yes. In the past month, did you think it would be better off if you were not alive anymore? Yes. Part of question 5 we have, but we know that they answer no. Oh, wait a minute. Let me copy this, because this will open another browser if I click this. So this prior to your 18th birthday stuff, we found this on the website at one point. We found this exact quiz on the website. Interesting. So this is still not matching what I have, but maybe we'll get to it. Have you ever had a period of time when you were feeling hyper or full of energy, or so full of yourself that you got into trouble? And then the rest of this is kind of like missing. That was a no. So that's all we have, really, because I'm missing pretty much all of question 6. But I would like to mention that it starts with, have you ever been so irritable, grouchy, or... So grouchy was one of the words that we found in the word search. So I think that... Because also toothpaste will show up later, so... There's that page. This one, missing the top right corner here. Do you feel anxious or uneasy in situations where you might have the panic-like symptoms we just spoke about? So I guess the previous one was about panic-like symptoms, which in turn answered yes to. Do you feel anxious or uneasy in situations where help might not be available or escape might be difficult? Said yes, and checked being in a crowd, standing in line, being alone or away from home, or alone at home, crossing a bridge, or traveling in a bus, train, or car. So that's all the options. Have you worried excessively about being anxious about several things over the past 6 months? That's a yes. Are these worries presented most days? Yes. In the past, were you afraid or embarrassed when others were watching you, or when you were the focus of attention? Were you afraid of being humiliated? Yes. This included speaking in public, fatting? It looks like the word fatting. That's not a word. In public or with others. It's kind of blurred, so it's hard to say. Writing while somebody watches, being in social situations. Yeses to all of those. Next page, extremely blurry. I'll actually go full screen just so you can take a peek. See how faded this is? This is here. Like that's not like my printer running out of ink. That's what the image looked like. So very hard to read this one. But what's very interesting is question 14. There's a list of examples. I'm going to go back to desktop view. It says examples of clues. I don't know exactly what question 14 says. It's blurry and cut off. Have you ever experienced or witnessed or had something, event that include actual or threatened death or something? And then the examples are serious accidents, terrorist attacks, being held hostage, kidnapped, fire. So basically, have you been through some sort of tragedy? The second choice is clicked and redacted. So if we could find this actual document, we could find out what exactly happened to Intern. Intern went through some sort of tragedy that has been redacted on this page. So we'd have to find the original documents and go from there. And then, have you experienced the awful event in a distressing way in the past month? Intern said yes, in dreams. So, kind of having like visions. And we saw that Intern was placed into that like machine to create the visual stimulation. So, there you go. So possibly, maybe that's implying Intern seeing what happened to Graham. Maybe. Have you believed that people were spying on you, or that someone was plotting against you or trying to hurt you? No. So I guess trust in the octagon here. Have you believed someone was reading your mind, or could hear your thoughts, or that you could actually read someone's mind or hear what another person was thinking? No. Have you ever believed that someone or some force outside yourself put thoughts in your mind that were not your own? No. Have you ever believed that you were being sent special messages through the TV, radio, or newspaper? Do you believe that someone you did not personally know was particularly interested in you? No. Have your relatives or friends ever considered any of your beliefs strange or unusual? Yes. So that's probably an outside force, like Intern, I believe, has a sister, doubting that the Roach Prophets are real. And then I'm missing the rest of this page. We also have, this seems like a different document. It's again dated 5/25/22. What? Wait, are these different? Oh, maybe that's the issue. That's 5/23/22. That's 5/25/22. Uh-oh. Because if I go into my downloads, where you'll also see some thumbnails I was working on. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I downloaded these into... I think they're on my desktop, actually. Desktop. They all seem... The way that these were saved on the website was it was a bunch of gobbledygook, but then at the end, it was the date and then a letter of the alphabet. Yeah, so 5/25/22H, 5/25/22E, FIG, but are these all 5/25? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no A though. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. But there's no A. 8 pages, but no A. That would imply that there's one more, right? Where'd my... I had a drink. That would imply that there's one more. Maybe there's another word we're missing. And just for the record, I tried this plan. No smoothie today. No. Just water today. Where I tried to change it, but it didn't change it. So... they put that away. They stopped that. So this one seems to be a different document. The Adverse Childhood Experience Revised. Below is a list of 10 categories. From the list below, please place a check mark next to each ACE category you have experienced prior to your 18th birthday. This is this. What does ACE stand for? And it's these questions, but they're in a different order. Did you ever feel like you didn't have enough to eat, had to wear dirty clothes, or had no one to protect or take care of you? There it is. Yeah. Okay, so these are just in a different order, but it's these questions. Did you lose a parent through divorce? Did you live with anyone who was depressed, mentally ill? Yes, exactly. The issue is I'm missing... I'm going to go full screen just so you can see what the issue is here. I'm missing the top corner and the bottom corner. And a lot of it has been blurred out. So interns' answers are missing here. So we don't know which one of these categories have check marks next to it. Unless it was just him being like, or her, I don't know if intern's gender, just drew a line across like, yup. But this seems more like it's redacted. So there's that. And then we also have a basic needs checklist. Please place a check mark next to the items in each category which are present in the client's home. Write any notes that you deem necessary. So this is probably about intern, but not filled out by intern. So this is a little bit broken. I don't have all of this one. Food has to be nutritious and should follow basics, something. Grains and cereals, adequate quality of food, something. Basic refrigerator and cupboard should be something. It's, according to this, intern has grains, cereals, and access to clean drinking water, but no fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, or protein. Shelter. Appropriate shelter should be warm, dry, clean, and safe. Housing can be an apartment, a basement suite, a house, or any lodging that fit the above guidelines and meets the criteria of the list below. Appropriate living space for the household members. No overcrowded conditions. Tick. Working electrical outlets. Tick. Window guards. Tick. Functional heat. Tick. Functional smoke detectors. Tick. Functional appliances. Stove, refrigerator. Tick. Functional toilets. Tick. Functional plumbing. Tick. Absence of cracks or holes in the walls or peeling plaster. Tick. Absent of vermin infestation. Tick. But he's living with cockroaches. Notes say, again, extremely, and then it's hard to say what this last word is. Dim? Maybe it's dim? Again, extremely dim. Also, the fact that this says again makes me think that I put the shelter part of this in the wrong page. because, again, implies that this is the second note and this is the first note we're reading. I do have some pieces over here that don't fit and are incomplete and untaped. I'm going to grab them. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll pull up the damn word search again in case maybe there is a last word. What bothers me most about the idea that we're missing a page is that we're missing A, which makes me think we're missing the most obvious word. Because usually you would find that first. A, you know, like the alphabet. All right, this one's not taped. Home safety assessment. When assessing the home, remember to check the following. I definitely have this out of order. I'm realizing that now. Is the home in need of repairs that pose safety hazards? No. Is the trash contained throughout the home? Yes. Are heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems in working order? Yes. If applicable, does the pet present a safety hazard? Possibly. Client has multiple, very large bugs. Appears very uneasy discussing it. Is the home adequately furnished? Are sleeping arrangements appropriate, including cribs for infants, toddlers, beds, or tots? NA. I don't know how NA works in this situation. Like, you need a bed. Like, it's like, oh no, the client doesn't sleep. Household items. Bedding. Clean bedding. Tick. Pots and pans. Tick. Drinking cups. Tick. Plates. Tick. Lamps. Tick. Dresser, chests of drawers. Tick. Desk for children. Not ticked. I guess he's not a children, so. Yes, yeah, it was toothpaste. Remember how we just kept looking at toot? It said toothpaste. Thanks for stopping by, mistake. So there's that one. I got one more page and a bunch of other pieces that don't seem to go anywhere. All right, this is the last page I have. Oh no, it's falling apart because it's not taped like I said. Personal hygiene and care. Your sense of smell. I can't read it. But do they have the following? Toothpaste. That's the word we found. Tick. Toothbrush. Tick. Dental floss. Tick. Mouthwash. Tick. Dentist visit every 6 months. No. Shower gel. Yes. Shampoo. Yes. Washcloth. Yes. Towels. Yes. Hairbrush, yes. Hair accessories, ponytail holders, barrettes, etc. Tick. And then I'm missing a piece here. Socks, tick. Footwear, tick. Outwear, tick. Like coats and jackets. Accessory, hats, gloves, mittens. Tick. So, what can we gather from this? What we can gather is... One, I think I'm still missing pieces, which makes me think there's another word in here that's important to this. Just because, like, there are some pieces of this, I know I'm not, like, displaying it very well on screen, but, like, it very clearly has, like, a sensor bar, and then there's nothing here. Let me grab a piece that makes no sense. I'll punch you. I haven't used that view in a while. We got this one. There's nothing that meets up with this censor bar. I'm 90% sure that this is a top corner and not a bottom corner, which is possible. But I also have nothing that has this weird square around it. This is the only piece that looks like this. I don't understand what this means. We also have this one. Has a question about frames or family size. I don't know what that means. It might have something to do with picture frames. It might have something to do with glasses. But there's the end of a note here that ends in ST, and it looks like the S is capitalized, so I believe it's saying street. That being said, I have nothing that possibly could match up with this. Makes no sense. So that makes me think that there's other documents that we need to find. Mathematically speaking, I don't know how many we would have to find for this to mathematically make sense. I think it's 8. I think we'd have to find 8 more. Maybe just 4? For that? If everyone... No, maybe just 2. Maybe just 2, and there's just 2 more pages. In any case, don't know where they are. They could be still hiding somewhere in this word search. Don't know. Like I said, I posted on my socials. People yelled algae at me, but we weren't able to find anything. I'm going to slow down my camera probably and go back to this. These are all the found words. It is very odd to me that the entire bottom of the word search was not used. That's an interesting idea. Let's just try that real quick. Okay, so does this, okay. So, chicken, submit, toothpaste. All right, so this is what we get. This is the one we have. We're gonna go back and. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I like that idea. I'm gonna finish this theory real quick just to check it. Egg. You're welcome. All right, we get the same thing. So, this says chicken. Calm down, website. We switched to egg chicken, which I really like that as a solve. No. Hey, it's blue. That was a really sad blue impression, and I'm sorry. I really like that as an answer, Jay. I really do, though. Maybe there's another word hidden somewhere in this. I don't know where. But it's infuriating that we don't have all the pages. Also, I mentioned this. It's very weird that this area is blank. That would have been a good. That would have been a great theory. That would have been great. I would have high-fived you through this. What I just showed was 8 pages. But like I said, I have pieces that don't fit anywhere, and I have clearly missing pieces. Like, clearly the pieces I have don't go there. So I'm left with. Let me just go do a quick count of what's on my floor over here. Pieces that don't go anywhere include eight. There are 8 pieces that don't fit. Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. Did I? I don't know, I feel like each one of my pages is... Maybe I missed an entire printout, because I have 8 pages in front of me, but they're all missing more than one spot. So maybe, I don't know. I guessed 8 just because everything's 8. Like the octagon's 8, and I'm not sure. We haven't done this in a while. Let's do this really quick, because I gotta go soon. But this is an insane thing that's been going on that I've yet to talk about on stream. We found 8 words. We got 8 different pages, and I put together what I have right here. .net. Yes, this is the Roach Prophets YouTube page. There used to be lots of very interesting stuff like advertisements and things like that. But let's go ahead and just see what the latest videos are. Oh, what do you know? It's been uploading every day a 9-second video. It's an 8-second video, but for some reason it rounds it up to 9. This one's 10 seconds. That's suspicious. But every day for months, Roach Prophets has been putting up the same video. Let's have a watch. We're going to have to watch that 10-second one for sure. What do you know the lucky number's 8? The lucky number is always 8. Let's just check that real suspicious one that's longer for some reason. 3 days ago, I put up a weird video. Oh. The hell was that? Also, there's someone very loud outside, so if you hear other music. I don't know if that's Gran. Interesting. Now, I have been, like, kind of monitoring this. And there are random ones that say, like, there is no lucky number today due to the actions of someone. I don't know if those were the actions of me, but like I said, this has been going on for quite some time. Let's watch this one because it has 24 views. That like seems suspicious to me. Nope. And it all has the same like more numbers dot. What is this? Comment ouchie if you were in physical pain. I know I've commented ouchie onto a few of these. I don't remember tiny URL more numbers. And then it just sent me back to the Roach Prophets page. Oh, stop playing the Among Us video, please. So yeah, that's what's going on. Roach Prophets, Big Old 8, all that good stuff. I do not want to subscribe. I'm sorry. But that's what's going on. That's what I found. I think we're getting close to figuring some stuff out. I want to just briefly go to the archives, and I want to see if that day, because it was the 25th, right? Intern does not upload that day. This one says 5/23. And there's no upload that day either. But the thing where we found this was on my mind recently. Oh no, 5. Sorry. I don't know how to read dates. On my mind recently, who is to blame? So yeah. It's the day after all this stuff happened and this got filled out. That came up. So yeah, this has been on the website for 2 years and I'm just now finding it. I'm good at puzzles, guys. I'm a roach. In any case, one day I'll get this purity level to go up. Someday I'll do it and I'll find a secret. I thought I found secrets, but apparently I haven't. We're going to continue down this road. Join me for more Roach Prophets. Subscribe to +2 Comedy Gaming. Follow me on Twitch, +2 Comedy. Whew. I'm so glad I got to do arts and crafts. And I will see you all next time. Boop.